Alright, kia ora, no mai hoki mai ki Tuāhine Tuatoko here at Tuatoko FM. It is an honour to have the brother here in the house. Brother Damo is here live. Well, actually here at my whare live. That's the main thing, hey brother?
Beautiful whare.
Oh, kia ora, kia ora. It's such an honour to have the brother here. I recently heard through one of the little manus of our community shared a couple of the songs that Damo has recently released, and I gotta tell you, whānau, it's awesome messages. Brother, welcome. It's so cool to have you
Thank you,
here.
appreciate it.
It's actually an honour to have you in my house. It's been years. It's the first time that you've come along. So
I know.
Yeah. So no mai hoki, no mai haramai, no mai. So how's things been going? Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you for a while. Things are a bit...
Things have been going pretty good, pretty bad, ups and downs, but you know, mostly ups.
Yes. Oh, great.
I mean, we're in a time at the moment where things aren't as normal as they used to be, and we're going through stuff as a people. But I can only just always keep my head up and hey, positive.
That's the thing that we've been talking about, is like doing the best that we can with just what we've got.
Yeah.
Like we have to right now, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, especially with dancing, with the different circumstances, like the amount of heaviness that's out there with our people at the moment. Oh, you know, but the opportunity is the amount of love that.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, right. So look, part of the interview we've been talking about just the different circumstances that have been happening for our whānau that are out there regarding the situation of our nation, and one of the songs that what's the puppet one called? I love that.
So I wrote a song called Mr. Puppet Man.
Mr. Puppet Man, it is that, yeah.
Yeah. We've all got puppet men in our lives, and I don't want to point out any names.
Yeah, kia ora.
I have a few puppet men in my life, and you know, the guys that pull the strings, and I just decided one day that I wasn't comfortable being a puppet all the time.
Yeah.
And there was some strings that needed to be cut loose. And you know, and cutting those strings makes me feel much more free.
Yeah.
To do what I believe in, to follow my passions, and get through my day really. Cutting those strings there. I was either going to call it Mr. Puppet Man or cut those strings in.
Okay, okay.
Oh yeah.
It's really cool though. Look, the thing that I loved about it was how you spoke of the control and who are you going to be about it. It was kind of like a little bit of a challenge in there for people.
Yeah.
You know, like man up, man. What you gonna do?
Yeah. I wrote the song. Hoping that people will just take it how they see the song, and take the lyrics how they see them and apply them if they want to. But yeah, that's it's amazing. I wrote the song before mandates came out, the day before. So, and then after writing, I was like, oh well, this sort of fits in place for where I'm at.
Yeah.
As a person, and I like the song, so I put it out there. Yeah. do with it what you must, everybody, you know.
Yeah.
And a few people liked it, and yeah.
I think it was great, and I think it was a great concept, because it's the thing that at the moment that we've been talking about on the show, and that we've been talking about with each other, is like, you know, who are you listening to? Are you listening to the calling within yourself?
Yeah.
Like whether that's a yes I will get back, or yes I won't get back. Like, are you listening to that calling within yourself, that truth within yourself, or are you listening to the fear or the money? You know, people getting paid to go and do whatever. You know, but I think that's, you know, that's the other thing too that I love, is you speaking of cutting the strings, because that takes something. I know for myself, speaking with the radio, it takes a lot of courage just to be a voice of, actually, I'm not for this. I'm actually going to choose. Choose my own.
Cutting strings can take a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah.
And my family are taking sacrifices in cutting strings. So it's but we do believe that things are going to work out for better.
Yeah.
I believe that the things we're going through now is another season.
Yeah.
And after the season, I'm pretty sure that there'll be something at the end of the rainbow, if you will.
I agree, brother. We've been talking about that, because like during the hikoi and stuff like that a couple of weeks ago with the He Wakaputanga celebrations, I think it was last week, the week before, and how we were really present to the opportunity was to give birth to something new inside of love. And so all these circumstances that are happening, yes, it is the way that it is, but there's a great opportunity for something new to be birthed.
Yeah.
And I think this is it's perfect, like what you're speaking to with Mr. Puppet Man, and standing for what
Did you say Mrs.
Mr.
Oh, just checking.
But hey, if the shoe fits to other people, you know what I mean. But also I think what was it saying around the sacrifices that like we have to take a stand in a new way.
Yeah.
It's really calling for something new from all of us, especially us in our generation that have a say, that have a very that really do have a say right now, because it's our tamariki that you know, that we've got to take care of and set the way for.
Yeah, exactly right. It's just
I think that's the cool thing, brother, with you saying that the amount of sacrifices that you guys are making to stand for what you know to be right.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah, I mean, if we just follow what we've been told and we don't really believe it, I might as well be a robot. That's the way I see it. Like, if I'm passionate about something and I'm told that I can't do it, man, that's devastating for me. And so that's why sacrifices need to be made. I mean, I need to make a stand. I listen to, you know, I've done my research. I listen to prophets like Mr., you know, Uncle Bob. He be preaching that, man.
Yeah.
And he was preaching for times like this.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
And so I get a lot of encouragement and inspiration from messages from him, and also, you know, through other things, background in church and stuff like that. So, but yeah, the sacrifices are hard.
Yeah.
But I really believe they should be done.
Well, you're
my family are looking at losing our mahi in order to keep the stand strong. So I know what it is to make a sacrifice. My wife knows what it is to make a sacrifice, and we're prepared to go ahead with it.
Great.
And push on through.
That's the main thing. It's really cool that you brought up Bob and you brought up the word, you know, because and faith. Because I think, you know, the thing that's been exciting is like that the battle's already won. Like, it's written in the word, the battle's already won. Like, I love scripture, and I'm not biblical. Like, I'm very clear that I love the word though. And it says the battle's been won, and Bob says it too, the battle's been won. You know, Babylon has fallen. So there's something great coming, because it also says in Revelation that, you know, newness shall come in his name, and when it does, it'll be a glorious day, right? but I love that you brought that up, because I think for some people, that having that, go and find the word that really solidates or solidifies your faith, and trusting that there is light at the end of the tunnel, there is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow there. Like
I said, I believe this is a season.
It is.
And all seasons come to end and bring forth something new. And
yes.
So yeah.
Definitely.
Man, I was listening to Bob Marley just the other day, and with my wife, and I was just like, check this out, man. I just couldn't believe the things that he was saying back then. Are so perfect for a time like now. And
100%.
Yeah.
It's where the word comes to life. A lot of what's being brought up, like the prophecies that are being fulfilled right now. It's like with He Waka Putanga, with that Declaration of Independence that was created by our ancestors, like in 1835. It's like it was created for now, because because it gives us it's a document that's alive, it's active, so we're able to live under that, and that's the one with the white flag.
Yes.
That's that one, and it that's when we went to Waitangi for the hikoi. And I said to them, like, we're not going to take down anything or take down anyone. We're just saying, letting you guys know we're now going to operate and live under our rights to, you know.
And that's your right.
Exactly. And so, and we're clear that the ancestors did this back in that day for a time such as now, just like with Bob's word, with the revelations in the Bible and stuff like that. So yeah. Well, like for anyone else that you feel, any brothers or sisters or whānau, fathers or mothers that might be out there dealing with the same similar situation, anything that you'd love to koha to kia rata, anything you'd love to gift out to them?
Oh, look, I know some things aren't easy. Sometimes we've got to push on through. And there's going to be people that, you know, don't have the same beliefs as you, and that's fine. What we should do is not try and push our beliefs on them, and what we really need to do is love each other. I'm getting emotional.
It's perfect.
But yeah, really love people, and
Yeah.
No, I think I really love people, and I really hate, and I don't hate much, but I really hate seeing us as a people come against each other. We should be tight together, supporting each other, and no matter what our beliefs are.
Exactly.
So even though things are tough, yeah, we've got to push on through.
Yeah, we do got to push on through.
Sorry, shoot.
Please don't apologise, brother. Being real is everything.
I am real passionate about it.
Yeah, and that's part of what the interest was in asking you these questions around, because the thing is that, like you said, we're not the only ones that are going through this. But to give love out to those, because it is the thing that I'm really right now standing for, and it's same as you, my brother, is the segregation needs to end. The division amongst us as people. Bring back the love. Like, it's just so easy because people are in this state of that everyone's been a little bit ho-ha with each other, rather than actually, I know you're ho-ha, I'm being a bit, and I don't mean ho-ha like annoying. I mean
frustrated
and anxious, yeah, and concerned, and that kind of hohatangi. It's a little bit of an unsettledness, and that's where we need to kind of go, actually, bro, aroha, I know that we're all dealing with the same situation right now, so whatever you can do right now would be great, you know, and just be kind, eh? Yeah, definitely. Well, look, for now we're going to play a couple of the brothers' songs. We're going to take a short break, but just thank you for keeping it real, Damian. This is one thing that I've always honoured you as a man, especially yourself and your wife and your whānau. And just thanks for bringing you to the interview. You know, what we need right now is real.
Hard.
We don't need we're all good and everything's fine. We need the truth.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Well, peace and love. We'll be back in a minute. Bless.